Over the past few years, I've built some of the world's weirdest beds, from a bed I can jump on like a trampoline to even a bed I can literally drive like a car. But the weirdest bed I've ever built is one that almost flooded the house. But before we get into that, you should probably know, every morning I used to order coffee and drink it in bed, but I had to stop doing this because delivery fees have gotten so expensive that my $5 coffee now costs $20 just because I want to have it delivered to me. So this got me thinking, what if there was a way to get my morning coffee without having to leave my bed at all? So here's my idea. What if I take an ordinary bed, put wheels and a motor on it, and actually drive myself to get my coffee? This way I don't have to spend any money in fees, and I can still enjoy my morning coffee in bed. How hard could it be? Right? Now my current bed is way too heavy, so it's gonna be really hard to make it move. So I think we're gonna need a smaller bed. So I went on Amazon and bought the smallest bed frame I could find, and later that day, it arrived. Build a bed frame. Now my goal is to finish this by tomorrow morning, which gives me just roughly around 24 hours to turn my bed into a car and take it to get my coffee tomorrow morning when Starbucks opens.
At least something finally came with instructions. We don't need instructions.
Well, we actually did need them because we had no idea what we were doing. But with the instructions fixed and the bed frame built a few minutes later, it was time to pick up the rest of the supplies.
Guess where we go to get those parts?
Home Depot.
No.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Oh, shook.
So we went to Home Depot to get all the stuff we needed for the bed, and here is the plan. I want to get a piece of plywood that I can attach to the bottom of the bed frame. Then I can add wheels to each corner to make it move. So we picked up the plywood, some wheels, and everything else we needed to make the plan work. And after buying everything, we headed back home to start creating the bed. The first thing we did was measure the bed frame so we could cut the plywood to make it fit exactly to our bed frame.
So to secure this bed frame to the board, picked up these little hinges, and the idea is they go on just like this to hold the bed frame in place.
And after 20 minutes of drilling,
Yeah, dude, that thing is solid. The wood is attached to the frame, time to add the wheels.
and after around 15 minutes of drilling the wheels to the bed, it was finally time to test it out.
So our bed can move forward and backwards, which is a great start. But going back and forth is not drive. So now we gotta find a way to make this drive. So the best way I can think to do that is using an electric skateboard. So once I attach this electric skateboard to the bottom of the bed, I can make the bed go forward, stop, whenever I want. Oh.
So we set up the bed frame on top of the electric skateboard, and we realized a massive problem.
The wheels don't touch the ground. So we're gonna have to buy bigger wheels so that they match the same height as the electric skateboard. You know what that means?
I'm just gonna get in the car.
So we went for another trip to Home Depot.
Never just one trip, huh?
Never.
We then picked up the biggest wheels we could find and went back home and replaced the small wheels with the bigger ones.
All right, we got the new wheels on. Now it's time to add the skateboard.
And after 10 minutes attaching the skateboard to the bed, it was time to test it out to see if this even works.
Oh my God. Bro, I'm so nervous. Yo! Bro, this is so sick! You wanna try it?
Yes.
There you go.
Be careful.
Okay. Dude, that's insane.
Ow! All right, besides this thing being extremely uncomfortable, it freaking works. Here's the only problem. The only way to steer it right now is kind of by shimmying your butt left and right, which really isn't logical. So I need to find a way to steer this thing. And I think I got the perfect idea. A scooter. Let me explain. So my idea is to take the scooter, attach it to the bed frame. This way I can turn whatever direction I like. Theoretical.
So to make this work, we have to drill a hole in the plywood for the scooter handle to fit through so we can use it as a steering wheel. The only problem is,
You ever used one of those?
no, we hadn't. We literally spent 1 hour failing trying to cut this
I don't
hole.
know how to like.
Do it.
I'm gonna try a new technique.
So I spent the next 20 minutes drilling holes in the plywood, and it actually worked.
Boom.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. Now let's see if it fits.
Can I say it?
Go on.
That's what she said.
And the good news was, it did fit, but that created a whole new problem.
Do you know what that's caught on?
The boosted board.
Oh. So we're gonna have to move the board back.
But thankfully, running into this problem saved us from a future problem.
That's forward. We put it in the back.
So we flipped the boosted board and moved it into the right place, and now with the scooter fitting perfectly, we drilled it to the bed, and it was time to see if this bed would actually steer.
Doesn't work. Still not touching the ground enough.
So we drilled this little wood block to the plywood so the scooter wheel could touch the ground. And after a few minutes,
so this thing's finally starting to turn, but because of the wheel on the scooter, it's lifting these wheels up here. So we're gonna add a spacer right here to make these wheels touch the ground. This thing's finally coming together.
So we spent the next 20 minutes adding the spacers to the front of the wheels, and after all the previous failed attempts, this had to work. And thankfully it did. I could actually steer this bed.
No way.
Bro, we just made a freaking car bed. Dude, this is actually crazy.
And with the car bed actually working, it was time to turn this bed frame into an actual bed. So I went online and bought a comforter, pillows, and of course a mattress to actually turn this into a bed. And until everything arrives, we started cutting the wood to create the headboard.
How many likes for you to hang this one up in your room? 20,000 likes, I'll hang it in my room. Anything less, you hang it in yours.
Challenge accepted. Please, for the love of God, hit that like button.
Now it's time to paint the headboard. And after 30 minutes of painting, we finished drilling the headboard to the bed frame just in time because
The mattress arrived.
and after 3 minutes of struggling to unroll this mattress,
There we go. There we got our mattress.
but as soon as we put the mattress on the bed, we realized we had a huge problem.
Why is that so small?
No way.
I literally thought this was about to be the easiest part of the video. I was not expecting the mattress not to fit the frame.
There's like a whole gap here.
At least we don't have to go back to Home Depot for this one.
Home Depot starts selling mattresses.
And since I don't have enough time to order a new mattress to arrive by tomorrow morning, I had to come up with a new plan.
All right, so in our spare bedroom,
We actually have a twin bed in here.
the only problem is it's not mine. It's one of our roommates.
I won't tell anyone if you won't tell anyone.
Deal.
Corinne!
Yo!
You're stealing your mattress!
And after Nick getting the okay from our roommate, we moved the mattress to the bed frame and it actually fit perfectly.
Now we're talking, dude. Now the only thing we gotta do is cut a hole in this mattress so that the scooter can poke through it.
And after cutting a hole in the mattress, this crazy idea was getting closer and closer to actually working. To finalize this car bed, we added the bed sheets.
That looks wild.
And we even added this bed liner and pillows to make it look like a legit bed. And just like that,
Isn't this wild? Yo, what is this?
my new bed car was finally complete.
This thing looks insane. I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of my favorite things I've ever built. The whole thing is put together, and the last thing to do is to test this out, which I'm gonna do bright and early tomorrow morning when Starbucks opens to finally get my morning home without leaving my bed. This is nuts, man.
And with nighttime finally here, I was just one sleep away from achieving my ultimate goal.
Blanket.
Thank you. You're welcome. What are you doing?
I thought we were getting coffee in the morning.
Nick, get out of my bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Nick, you still can't sleep here. So after a good night's rest, it was finally time to see if I can drive my bed to Starbucks to get my morning coffee. I was literally in my bed driving to Starbucks. But as cool as this was, it had never been on the actual road. So if there was any bumps or rocks in my way, this bed could easily break down and everything I had worked for the last 24 hours could have been for nothing.
Like we're drifting.
Now, as I drive my bed into the Starbucks drive-thru line, it would mean a lot if you guys would subscribe. I've built so many things over the years, and it's so cool to see all of your guys' support on everything I've done. But enough sentimental stuff. Once I pulled my bed into the drive-thru line, it started getting everyone's attention. People were literally stopping what they were doing just to take pictures of this bed. But now it's time for the most important part of this video. I was here at Starbucks for one reason and one reason only.
Can I get a venti black cold brew? Thank you.
And just like that, I did it. There is no better feeling in the world than literally driving your bed to get your coffee.
No, this is good. Thank you. Have a great day.
I couldn't believe how amazing this thing turned out. Well, I officially did it. I can finally enjoy my morning coffee in my bed without thinking about any of those terrible delivery fees. Now, if you thought this race car bed was cool, this is not even scratching the surface compared to some of the beds coming up, because today I'm gonna be turning my bed into a trampoline, and here's why. When I was a kid, I used to jump on my bed and it legit felt like a trampoline. But now that I'm older, Oh! I've realized it is not a trampoline and it is nowhere near as fun.
Ow.
So my goal is to see if I can actually turn my bed into a trampoline, to see if I can get that same feeling I had when I was a kid. Because that feeling I just had right there when I hit my back, it's definitely not the same feeling. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clear everything out of this entire room and add a trampoline in here.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
You're not putting a trampoline in here, Drew. End of discussion.
Alrighty, you guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is clear everything out of this room to build my trampoline bed.
Let me guess. Britt said you couldn't build a trampoline bed in your room?
No.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, she did.
So we started cleaning out the living room because I wanted to, and this was definitely my idea and 100% where I wanted to put this thing. And after just a few minutes,
The room's all cleared out.
now we gotta figure out how to actually build this.
Originally, I was gonna take a normal bed and replace the mattress with a trampoline. The only problem with that is the bed is too low to the ground, so even if we did put a trampoline there, the second you jump, your feet would pretty much hit the ground. So my plan is to use a real trampoline and build an entire bedroom around it, making my bed feel like a trampoline just like it did when I was a kid. Shouldn't be that hard. Right? Well, that's not good. So now we need to somehow get this trampoline inside of the house.
And since this trampoline weighs nearly 200 pounds, we needed a plan.
What are you doing?
Get the dolly. Why? I haven't been to the gym in like 3 months, so I can't lift that. So I'm gonna have the dolly side and you carry the heavy side.
Yeah.
And after attempting to carry this heavy trampoline in 100-degree weather,
Oh my God, why? Jesus, this is so heavy. Yeah, bro. This is so heavy. I think I can keep carrying this. This is way too heavy.
I'm gonna put this under there and then we can just both carry that side.
Why didn't we do that in the first place?
We didn't ask.
Are you kidding me?
Then we'll put this cart under here.
Why didn't you tell me we had 2 carts?
Again, you didn't ask.
Just push the trampoline.
and after we finally got the trampoline to the front door, we realized we had a huge problem.
How do we fit that through the front door?
We're gonna have to take it apart, huh?
If we would have taken it apart, we probably didn't need all this work to carry it down here.
So after carrying this heavy trampoline in 100-degree weather for 20 minutes, we spent another 20 minutes just trying to figure out how to take it apart. And it was honestly much harder than we thought.
You were supposed to catch it.
I didn't know what to do. I forgot to catch that one too.
And after what felt like hours of work, we finally were able to move the trampoline inside of the house.
Bro, this is so much bigger than I thought.
How are we gonna fit a whole bed frame around it?
I don't know.
But before moving on to the hardest part of the build, we had to first put back on the legs of the trampoline, which was even harder than taking them off.
Well, that's not good.
How on earth we're gonna get those in?
I have an idea.
What?
Let's force them in.
And after 5 minutes of pushing as hard as we could with the help of Britt, the trampoline was finally built inside of the house.
See, this is why I told you we shouldn't put it in our room.
That's why it was my idea to put it in this room.
Or was it?
It was my idea.
Now, although nothing has gone to plan so far,
It's on my toe.
I was more motivated than ever to build this trampoline bed because just last night when I was telling my roommates about what I was planning to do, my friend Billy said this.
Hold on. Say what you just said again.
Dude, when I was younger, I literally broke 2 of my beds from jumping on them.
Are you serious?
My parents got so mad, which makes sense because like you're not supposed to run through beds that fast.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And since I want to surprise Billy at the end of the video with the best trampoline bed he's ever been on, thankfully I did have that extra motivation because right away, we had another problem.
There's a full light in the way.
Oh no.
So we moved the trampoline. Again.
That hurts so bad.
And then we put the ladder up so we could remove the light safely.
Nick, did you break the glass?
No, it's fine.
And after fixing the light, I decided that if this bed was gonna turn out anything like I wanted it to, I was gonna need a real plan. So I spent the next hour coming up with a plan that would hopefully go better than the plans we've had so far.
Now we need to get some measurements.
And after measuring everything that we would need, it was time to go buy supplies at our favorite place in the entire freaking world.
Does it rhyme with Sloan Keepo?
So we went to Home Depot and spent the next hour picking out all the wood we would need to build this bedroom. Then we cut all the pieces to the correct measurements, bought everything, somehow packed it all into the car, and finally brought it back home to start building the bed.
All right, well, it's time to see if our dimensions were right. Why does this not feel tall enough already?
There's no going back now. They already cut these.
Moment of truth.
Wow.
That's just like perfect.
I'm so glad this was my idea.
Nick, I came up with the blueprints.
But you got the blueprints from my idea.
Okay.
And finally, after a full day where pretty much everything was going wrong, we were right back on track. So once we tested that all of the pieces were the correct size, we started drilling together the side of the bed frame. And after around an hour of drilling,
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, this thing is really coming together.
That like already looks like a giant bed.
So now that we figured out how to make the bed frame, the next thing we have to do is start painting. Sun's about to go down. Well, let's start painting.
all right, it's the next morning. Everything dried great.
You realize that we didn't paint the other sides of these, right?
I thought we painted everything.
Well, time to paint again.
So we went back to painting, and I never thought I would say this, but thank God it was so hot outside because the paint pretty much dried right away. And just after 30 minutes of painting,
So everything is painted and dried. Now it's time to bring it inside.
so we started putting all the pieces inside and carefully drilled them together because just one single mistake and this entire bed frame could get destroyed. So we needed to make sure that everything was drilled together perfectly.
All right, so we have the bed frame in place, and now we're gonna add the headboard.
And after 15 minutes more of drilling, the bed frame was finally complete.
Yo, that's legit coming together.
Now we're talking, we got a bed.
Oh my gosh. So now that we have the entire bed frame made, it's time to add the next part to really make this look like a bedroom. And that is a table and a light. I feel like every bedroom I've ever seen always has that nightstand and a light on it. So my goal is to build an oversized table and an oversized light to bring this entire thing together and make it look like an actual bedroom.
So after coming up with another plan, Nick started cutting the pieces for the table while I was painting all the pieces he was cutting. That way it would save us a ton of time because it was literally 100 degrees outside.
That's why you always wear eye protection. Oh,
And after about 10 minutes of drilling,
Cool.
this is a great table, man.
Dude, it's honestly better than something you buy at IKEA.
Don't say that, because what if you get an IKEA brand deal next?
Wow, this is almost like something you'd buy from IKEA. All right, we got both of our tables. Now we gotta make the light.
How are we gonna do that?
So since this table can't hold up that much weight, my idea is to take a piece of wood and add a cardboard box to the top of it. And then we'll paint the cardboard box white, making it look like a giant oversized light.
Wow. I can't believe I came up with that.
I just came up with that. I just literally sat right there and came up with it.
I came up with that last night.
Am I missing something?
Yeah, that idea.
and after about 10 minutes,
We got a lampshade.
That looks incredible.
Dude, that's actually sick.
so we spent the next 15 minutes painting the boxes white, and just like that, we had our two lights.
Bro, how crazy is that? Lampshade, lampshade. I cannot believe how good this looks. So now that the bed frame, the tables, and the lampshades are done, there's one last thing we need to really make this look like a bed. And my idea is to add sheets right here that go to the ground to look like the bed skirt that you would see on a bed.
That was my idea?
That was your idea.
Yeah.
It's starting to look like everything I say is your idea.
Now you're getting the idea.
No, it's my idea. So now we're gonna cut out some old sheets and see if this works.
So as we sit here placing bed sheets on the side of this giant bed, it would mean a lot if you would subscribe, because even if this whole thing breaks and falls apart the second we actually jump on it, it'd be good to know that at least you guys subscribed, whether this worked or it didn't work. But I do really hope it works.
Dog. This is actually wild. That's crazy.
It literally legitimately looks like a Minecraft bed.
So I think the next thing we need to do to really sell this is to add lights inside of the lamps to make them look like real lamps. So my idea is to take these little lights I have, turn them on, and put them up here in the light.
Wow.
Does that look like a real lamp?
Bro, that looks like an actual light bulb.
I can't tell what it looks like because I'm so close, but I'm just gonna go by your word that it looks good.
You want me to be the light holder?
Yeah, I gotta see it. Bro. Oh yeah, when that's on both, that's gonna look great. All right, now we just gotta figure out how to make it stay up there.
Maybe it'll just stick on its own.
Did you really think that was gonna work?
Yeah.
And after adding the final touches to the light, it was finally time to test it out.
3, 2, 1. Yo, wow. We got lights. You know what I kind of am realizing though?
What?
These are different color lights.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That one's like light, and that one's just a little bit more warm.
That's not gonna like bug me or anything.
No, you don't have OCD, right?
No. I'm gonna change that light in the middle of the night when no one's watching.
All right, now that everything's built, it's time to try it out. Dude, this actually looks nuts. Like this feels like an actual bed. All right, here we go. Yo! Yo! I could not believe we actually pulled this off. It really felt like I was a kid again, jumping on my bed like it was a trampoline. I think Billy is definitely gonna lose his mind when he sees this. Yo! Sick! Bro, do you think this is a good idea?
Well, last time I flew this indoors, I flew it into the wall and it fell and broke, so no.
That feels so nice, that wind, because it's so hot. Bro. All right, let's see if this shot's worth it. Looks good enough to me.
Now you don't turn your bed into a trampoline without letting your friends try it out. So,
all right, man, try it out.
Do this. I feel like I'm living in Minecraft right now. This is wild. Yo. That hurt way more than it should have.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, can I go on it?
Of course.
Okay.
Be careful, I know you're notoriously known for breaking beds.
Give me, you broke our bed 3 times. Oh my gosh! It literally feels like I'm a kid again, jumping on my bed.
Isn't it crazy?
This is crazy.
So you think it's better in here or in our bedroom where I wanted it to be?
Definitely better in here. Our real room is better for sleeping, and this room is better for jumping.
now if you guys remember at the beginning of the video, my friend Billy said this.
Dude, when I was younger, I literally broke 2 of my beds from jumping on them. My parents got so mad, which makes sense because like you're not supposed to run through beds that fast.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I told Billy to close his eyes, and it was finally time to get his genuine reaction.
Open your eyes.
Whoa, dude! Yo, what in the like gigantic bouncy bed? Can I try everything?
That's the whole, yeah, it's the whole point. Go on there.
Dude, this is like a dream come true! There's even like nightstands and stuff! Yo, this is...
Isn't it so legit?
Dude! Wait, can I have like a phone or something? I gotta film.
What are you doing?
Bro, my parents are never gonna believe this. You can't ground me now!
Now this was an awesome bed to jump on, but have you ever been trying to sleep, but every time you close your eyes, something wakes you up?
Yo, dude, can you help me watch my TV?
This happens a lot. Luckily, there's this thing called capsule hotels where you get a great night's rest in your own personal sleeping pod. Now, unlucky for me, it's either across the US or across the world. And since I obviously don't want to travel that far, I'm gonna build a secret sleeping pod right here in my house. And to put this thing to the test, in 3 days, my roommates will be throwing a party where I'll either catch up on some much needed sleep or I'll be up all night and this thing will be a complete waste. But let's be optimistic. First, I needed to find a place where I can build this and keep it a secret. So after around 30 minutes of trying to find the best spot, we have this room in our house where we kind of just store like a bunch of random things. And this right here, I think will work perfect. So my goal is to turn this bed right here into my own personal sleeping pod. Theoretically.
All right, start clearing out this room.
Why does everything we build have to be so hard? Like turning your bed into a swimming pool, a freaking sleeping pod, a credit score.
Your credit score?
Yeah, let's just get to working. I don't want to talk about that.
No, I want to know what your credit score is.
No.
And after around 30 minutes of clearing out the room,
You cleared the room, but not my credit score.
You really wanted that joke in the video, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
It was time to figure out how to build this thing. So I spent around an hour coming up with different blueprints, and I have an idea on how I'm gonna pull this off. So my goal is to build something like this. So I'm gonna build this whole sleeping pod frame and then push it over an already existing bed. Now that we have all of our designs, it's time to go to Home Depot and pick up supplies.
Let's do it.
Do it. So after getting all the supplies, I started to realize that
This might be the most stuff we've ever bought from Home Depot. I think we'll still have to come back.
Knowing us, yes, absolutely.
everything was going great until we started driving back to the house and ran into a huge problem.
So we just took a cliff to see like a cool angle, and we realized the front of it was like about to like break off. Now we have to hold our hands up here to make sure it doesn't break off when we're driving on the road. We're like a mile or so from the house.
So after a very embarrassing car ride home, we unloaded all the supplies and it was time to start building this sleeping pod.
Ow! Just landed on my freaking finger.
First, we started building the bottom part of the frame.
Now that we've made our frame, we're gonna see if it fits around the bed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, so that works. I also didn't expect to work that easily.
We're getting better at what we do.
Yeah.
So now that the base fits around the bed, it's time to build the rest of this thing.
What the fuck was that? Was that a rat? That sounded...
Oh, there's something back there.
The rats are like, they're building us a giant sleeping pod.
So although we weren't alone in this room, we had to keep building if we were gonna make it on time. And after about 10 more minutes,
All right, we got our top and our bottom. Things are going a little too well.
Yeah, something needs to go wrong for me to feel normal.
but to our surprise, things continued going perfectly.
Call me Bob the freaking builder. Why isn't it working?
And after 30 more minutes of building the frame,
Bro, this ain't bad.
Bro, there's our problem. I found it. These are sticking out way too far.
Oh, damn.
We need to adjust this up.
I knew you'd find a problem.
Maybe I did it on purpose so that I created the problem.
We weren't smart enough to create this. We were dumb enough to create it.
so we spent the next 20 minutes taking apart the frame and re-drilling the wood into the right spots.
All right, we just went in and fixed everything. Now we're gonna start drilling the rest of this thing together. All right, so the actual wood frame is about 90% done. We're just gonna put one more beam here so that when we actually make the doorway, we step on it, it doesn't break. This is so sick.
So we continued cutting and drilling the final parts of the frame, and after a couple hours,
Praise God.
What's next?
We're gonna paint this whole thing.
Of course we are.
What is this? It's harder than building the frame. All right, let's paint the frame.
Where's my paintbrush?
There you go.
Is this your toothbrush?
It was.
I'm not using it.
That was just hateful.
so although it was literally midnight, we had to finish painting if we were gonna have any chance to finish this secret pod before the house party. So as we sit here and paint all night, it'd mean a lot if you guys would hit that subscribe button.
We just spent the last 2 hours painting. We're gonna let this dry overnight and try to finish this thing tomorrow. Holy cow, I'm sweating. All right, so it is the next morning. I just checked all of the paint and it is dry, but I did wake up to a text from my roommate saying that instead of the party being tomorrow night, it got moved to tonight. So that's gonna give me just around 10 hours to try to finish building this thing. All right, now it's time to put the walls up.
This is so cool.
You know, man, I'll give you the honors of cutting this next piece.
The honors? I've cut every piece.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Alright.
So cool.
This thing looks so legit. All right, now that the shell is built, let's paint it.
So we started painting the sleeping pod, and just as I thought we might have a chance of finishing this on time,
We just ran out of paint.
so I jumped in the car and drove back to Home Depot and picked up another can of paint. I drove back as fast as I could, but Nick was nowhere to be found. But this sleeping pod wasn't gonna paint itself, so I spent the next several hours painting to get it all done.
All right, the paint is officially done. This actually took me so much longer than I thought, so I don't have much time left to pull this off before the party tonight.
Now, while the paint was drying, I went and ordered everything I would need to actually turn this sleeping pod into the super cool futuristic ones that I've seen online. So we obviously need lights, we're gonna need a mirror, pictures, Spider-Man ones will do, and the most important thing we need is noise canceling foam, because I am trying to get a good night's sleep after all. So while I was waiting for the supplies to arrive and for the paint to finish drying, I thought I'd try to take a quick nap. And guess who just so conveniently reappeared?
Nick! What are you doing?
There's vacuum in the ceiling.
Why?
We're having a party later.
Although I didn't manage to get a wink of sleep, at least all the packages arrived, so it was time to move on to the next step.
So all the paint is officially dry. Time to move this thing over. Time to transform this thing into a sleeping pod.
If you've ever seen one of these crazy looking sleeping pods, each one has like this really cool mirror inside of it. So I bought this $12 mirror at Home Depot, and it should go just like that, and you'll be able to see yourself.
So we spent the next 10 minutes successfully installing the mirror.
Let's go!
Now we're gonna add LED lights all throughout this thing, so when you turn it on, it should look like one of those super epic sleeping pods.
Just filled the entire thing with lights.
Now we're gonna see if it works.
Whoa.
That is so sick. It just falls apart right now.
Now to give me the best possible chance at actually sleeping through the night, where my head is gonna be, I'm gonna fill it with soundproof foam. Look how satisfying this is. You literally just expand. That is so cool. It's a good day coming. It's a good day coming. Time to move this thing over. Sweet like honey. It's a good day coming. This is gonna be sick. You realize now, I made the noise canceling foam just a little bit too short.
So I added a few more pieces of soundproof foam to hopefully be able to sleep peacefully. And with the clock ticking down, I added the final touches of decorating to the sleeping pod. And with just barely any time to spare, it was finally
I
done.
think this is it. And see how everything looks with all the lights on. The lights off in here.
Bro, this is gonna look insane.
Here we go.
Yo.
This is actually insane.
I mean, come on, look at this. Bro! What do you think?
That looks like shit.
We got the mirror. Can't forget the Spider-Man pictures. Good vibes.
Of course,
A soundproof wall.
to hopefully give me a good night's sleep. This is insane. All right, people are about to arrive any minute. For me, I'm gonna be in there trying to catch up on some much needed sleep.
Yo, Nick.
Yeah, what's up?
Why are you dressed up?
I'm going to the party.
Oh, that makes sense.
See ya.
Is there anything in that?
Oh no, but the drinks I ordered on your credit card will be here in a minute. See you, buddy.
Dude!
As people started to arrive for the party, I started making my way to my new secret sleeping pod. I honestly couldn't believe how cool this thing turned out. It looked like a spaceship from the future. Now, the only thing left to do is to lay my head down and catch up on some much needed sleep. Now this was the perfect bed to sleep in, but what about a bed you could actually swim in?
I'm gonna be turning my bed into a swimming pool. Now you're probably wondering, why?
I've always wanted to have an indoor swimming pool, but my girlfriend is scared it'll break and go everywhere. But I'm gonna take that risk by turning my bed into a secret swimming pool to see if she even notices it's there. Now Britt is out of town for the day, so that gives me roughly around 18 hours to build this. And in order to build this in time, I decided to ask my best friend Nick.
You wanna help me turn my bed into a swimming pool and prank my girlfriend?
Look. Get out of my room.
So after bribing Nick with my Deadpool mask that he's been dying to wear,
Bro, I would be more than happy to help.
So the first thing we have to do is clear everything out of this room. Nick, you can take the mask off now.
One more hour.
No.
So we've cleared pretty much everything out of the room. Now it's time for the bed.
everything was going perfect, but then out of nowhere, we ran into our first problem.
We have to take those off.
So we ran into a problem.
Because of these right here, you can't fit it through that door.
You know what we can do? We could do this side first and then rotate it.
Oh, yeah.
And after that genius idea from Nick, the bed fit perfectly.
Just like that, we got an empty room. We gotta figure out how to build a pool in here.
Put tarps and fill the whole thing with water.
We're not gonna do that.
Now, since we obviously can't fill the room with water because that would flood the entire house, I needed to find something more creative that would make this work.
I actually found something pretty cool. I was doing a little bit of research and I found these like mini aquariums. And funny enough, they look exactly the same shape as a bed. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not, but I'm gonna order one and find out. I'm not actually typing anything anyway. I just did this for dramatic effect. And so is that. And thank God for same day delivery because after an hour, it arrived.
What are you doing?
Fighting crime. Alright.
This was way smaller than what I thought.
Just another box. What did you order? And leather straps, bro.
And after making sense for what these items were, we started building. We need to assemble all 4 corner brackets.
Corner bracket.
I wasn't ready yet.
We need to assemble all 4 corner brackets.
That was good.
And after an hour of building, the aquarium was complete.
This is pretty legit. So now that the aquarium is done, we need to make it look like a bed.
My goal is to build a shell of a bed frame that goes over top of the aquarium. So I made some blueprints with different designs to build a bed frame, and now it's time to go get supplies.
I feel like I'm at a Home Depot every single week.
All right, we got all the wood home. Now it's time to build a bed frame.
You know anything about building beds?
No, but I know a lot about being in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
Because you game a lot?
Yeah, that's why.
The first thing we needed to build was the headboard.
Do you think maybe you should wear safety goggles?
The only thing is I don't have any safety goggles.
I actually think I got the perfect thing for you. Just like that, we got our headboard.
Now that all the wood was cut, it was time to paint it all.
It is so hot in here, but we got the first set already done.
Now we just gotta finish this.
It's hot.
It is so hot.
But no matter how hot it was, we had to keep painting if we were gonna pull this off in time.
So we just got done painting one side of the boards. We're gonna let them dry for tonight, and we're gonna finish painting it tomorrow. Let's hope we can pull this off.
And after a good night's sleep, we started bright and early the next morning as Britt was gonna be getting home later that day.
All right, so everything is painted and all the paint is dry. It's time to start piecing this thing together and seeing if it's actually gonna work.
When we started building the bed frame, we ran into a big problem. The screws were too big and they were starting to crack the wood. So we went back to Home Depot to pick up more screws.
Got the parts.
We'll be back here in a couple hours.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So with another hour wasted, we continued making some progress again.
First part of the frame's done.
With the first frame done, we had to create another frame that would have legs on it to support the other frame.
Bro, such a good roll.
Bro, that was you. You were supposed to put that into your foot.
Here, and then we put it the wrong way.
And after a minor adjustment, we were back on track and making progress again.
And this is our headboard. So we finished building everything. Now it's time to bring it in here and see if our measurements were right, see if it works. Moment of truth. Let's go. It fits. How do we get the rest? Yeah. Now it's time to see if the headboard fits.
It's a bed.
Look how insane this looks.
Oh my gosh, that is wild.
And what's really cool about this here, you'll be able to see me floating in the water. But none of this matters if when we fill this up with water, it leaks. Fingers crossed, it doesn't leak.
You missed the perfect opportunity to say, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
So now it was time to fill it up with water.
How does this work? This better work. Just a man and his hose.
Nick?
Let's put my hose to work. All right, I had this genius idea to attach this to the shower. If it works, it's my genius idea. And if it floods the whole house, then why'd you tell me to do that, man?
So we tried Nick's genius idea to attach the hose to the shower, but
It's too small for that threading.
it didn't work, which means we were gonna have to waste another hour to go back to Home Depot and buy the right part that we need.
Got it.
Oh.
See, I told you this was a good idea.
Hose in. Time to fill this thing up with water.
Turn it on.
What the?
Coming out.
There it is.
And just like that, it worked.
God, man. Okay, we're gonna have to watch for leaks.
We had to be extremely careful that this doesn't rip or have any leaks because it could flood the entire house.
What I'm worried about is this valve. Once the water gets above that little valve there, that's when I'll feel a lot better knowing this hasn't leaked. All right, it's about to go over. My heart's racing right now. Any leaks? I don't feel anything.
And just like that, we were safe for now.
I'm like still mind blown this is actually coming together. And Britt's gonna be arriving back here in a few hours. I need to make sure I can pull this off in time.
And after around 2 hours of waiting,
Stop the water. All right. Oh my God.
look at this, dude. This is actually insane.
I'm gonna move all the furniture back in and turn this into an actual bedroom.
Like it's supposed to be here. It's like a bed. So, wow.
I guess the only thing to do now is to actually get inside of it. I'm nervous. We're gonna know right now if it holds. The water's freezing. First ever pool bed. Here we go.
Wow. That looks insane.
Can we get a cool pool montage?
Yes, sir.
And after seeing the pool worked perfectly, I had a great idea. So originally I was gonna cover the pool up to see if she would even notice it's there. But that actually gave me an idea. Since I'm known for trying to scare my girlfriend in the most extreme ways, I'm gonna use it instead to pull off the perfect prank.
So here's my plan.
First, I'm gonna cut a piece of plywood and put it on one side of the bed. That way I don't get wet. On the other side of the bed, I'm gonna put thin cardboard. I will then cover up everything with pillows and blankets to make it look like a normal bed. But when my girlfriend goes to lay on it,
She's gonna fall right through here.
I can't wait to see.
Fingers crossed this works. I think Britt just got here now. Set the camera up.
everything has led up to this moment. I have to somehow convince her to walk into this room and lay on this bed.
I actually got a mattress for the guest room. We can go try it out. I think it might be worth taking it upstairs to our room.
Okay. I have to use the restroom. Be in there.
Alright.
So while my girlfriend makes her way to the bed, it would mean a lot if you guys would go down and hit that subscribe button.
Oh man, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Oh. Wait, what is this?
All right, before my girlfriend breaks up with me, I'll see you guys next time.
No, he won't. He'll be dead.
Now, I knew my girlfriend was gonna be mad for pranking her.
So right now I'm on a bed 60 feet in the air. Yeah. And this is exactly where you don't want to be. Me and my friend Nick are each going to be given a crane with a bed on it. If you lose a challenge, you must lift that crane into the air. The first person to max out their crane must spend the entire night here on the world's most dangerous bed. Now, let's begin.
Wait, why is yours so much bigger?
My channel.
Sounds like you're overcompensating.
It's a penis joke.
We're doing our first challenge. You guys get these guns, grab them from my hands. First person to knock over the red cups gets a pillow as a prize. The loser goes up 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
Go! You suck.
I'll do it right now.
Damn it! Nicholas.
Yes.
Here's your prize.
That's my pillow.
Shut up! You lost.
from my
You're going
room.
up. Go up 3 feet. Stop when I say stop. Alright, that's good.
Now, since I'm obviously going to be in the air during this challenge, I'm not going to be able to do anything on the ground. So I have Britt,
Hey.
who's going to be helping me, and we're easily going to kick Nick's ass.
I got Mikey on my team.
We're gonna beat them no matter what.
Next challenge! We have 3 balloons. First, you pop the 3 balloons. We'll get a nice, warm, comfy, cozy blanket.
It's 100 degrees outside, Jake.
If you lose, you go up 5 feet. Go!
Mikey, come on.
Oh my god, I can't suck at this!
What?
Yes! We're 1-1!
Yes!
Easy dub.
You can force Drew to go up 5 feet, or you can force him to wear this around his shoulders for the entire next challenge.
Give Drew the blanket.
It's so hard. Hey, Jake.
Hey buddy, how you feeling?
Hot.
Good. Which ball do you want?
Big one. I knew that was coming!
Thanks, buddy.
The first one to make it in the basket will get a hint on the next challenge.
What happens if you lose?
You lose an article of clothing.
I might lose on purpose.
It's gonna be your pants.
I actually hope I win this one.
Shoot!
Come on, Mikey.
Whoa! How did you miss that?
What was that?
Wow!
Mikey.
And he finally wins one! Drop the drawers.
All right.
Why is it so small?
My crane?
No, the crane's really low to the ground.
My
Mine's way
crane?
higher.
Oh, I don't know. Why are we going up?
Because you lost. Next challenge, drop your buckets!
Okay.
Pull up your buckets!
Paper.
Yeah, paper.
The greatest dream of mankind has always been to fly in the sky.
That's true.
You guys are going to have 30 seconds to build the best paper airplane you could possibly make, and whoever goes the furthest wins. The loser will get water on them.
Doesn't really sound that bad.
I don't think you understand how much water, my friends. Billy knows what it's like. Go!
I have no idea what to do.
3,
Like back bench.
1, time's up, stop! Nick gets to go first because you have the advantage. What? He went 1 step. Drew, you could literally just drop it and still beat him. You win! Drew, you get to enjoy watching him suffer with sweet classical music.
Heck yeah.
All right, you remember how I said you were gonna get wet?
Yeah.
It's more like pelted.
Sick.
His water broke. That seems impossible.
You have to go up 10 feet.
What?
I'm dead.
You're going up 5 feet for laughing. 1 more foot. What? Hope they're not afraid of heights.
Here we go. 11 feet. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting high. Yeah, it's getting high. 6, 9, 11.
Keep going.
About 11 feet.
Keep going up.
Oh my God, it's wobbling.
The worst part is we're not even halfway up yet. It's only gonna get higher as the video goes on.
Are you guys thirsty?
Yes.
Drop your buckets. I can help you. That's what teammates are for. Go. Oh, Nick, I'm trying to help you.
I know.
Lift your buckets up.
Oh, my bucket. Oh!
We're supposed to be teammates. I'm gonna take a break. You're gonna have to go up another foot for that.
What? All right, that's about a foot.
First one to finish their Sprite wins.
Oh, my bucket's floating. Okay.
Hey! Uh-oh. Nick, you suck. You get to choose a section of Nick's crane that he's not allowed to go in.
You kidding me?
If I tape off his controls, can you control it from down there?
Oh yeah, buddy.
What are you doing?
Just like that.
Tape off his controls.
Shut up.
This is great.
Catch this.
Okay.
You guys both have plungers. There's a board in the middle. You guys each get 3 tosses to get it to stick. If you can't get it to stick, you go up another 5, 10, 15 feet. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Nick's going first.
Listen to you. I'm too busy making you move. For number 1, not number 2.
Oh!
One more try, double or nothing?
Or try double or nothing.
Nick's gonna be at the moon after this.
That's a really bad idea.
Let's go!
Yeah, you did both get it.
What the hell, Jake?
Sorry, there can only be one winner. He got it first. You're going up.
Keep going.
All right, just for funsies, play rock, paper, scissors right now.
Rock, paper, scissors.
What? Drew one. What? Nick, throw down your mattress. Throw down your mattress!
I'm glad this thing is also swaying back and forth. I'm f***ing terrified. Oh my god!
Go up 5 feet.
What?
Drew! What? Don't flip off your friend, dude. Go up 5 feet too.
5 feet, Jake!
Are you having fun?
That's 5 feet, Jake! That's already 5 feet! Whee! Jake! Please!
Bro, we are so high up
That was
right
like
now.
10 feet, bro.
Bro, yours is swaying.
Shut up! So is yours.
This is the last challenge. Whoever loses this challenge has to max out their height and spend the entire night in your crane.
It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be you.
Whoever orders Uber Eats and gets it delivered into your hands first wins.
Oh my god, okay.
I need to order something really quick.
Oh, one more thing.
What?
You have to order me dessert.
Dessert!
It feels so good.
Come on. I have like no service up here because we're in the air.
I'm winning this.
Come on, load. My phone literally won't load up here.
Processing order.
Check out. Placing my order right now.
Yo, mine's going.
It's preparing the order right now. When did you say it's gonna be here?
6:38.
Mine says 6:25. No! Come on, I can get this!
Do you have a driver yet?
It says picking up your order.
No, shut the fuck up.
His name is Maxim. Come on, Maxim! He's picking up the order right now. Come on! Maxim.
I have a driver. My driver's name is QD.
Cuties nuts across your face when I win this!
I'm winning this, bitch. He's picking up my order.
No!
My driver's heading to me.
He's 5 minutes away.
Shut up!
Car's pulled in the driveway.
$20 to put it in the bucket of the guy in the black one.
I'll pay you 40 to put it in mine. It's fine. It's fine. Yes! No! No!
Thank you.
No, get away, Britt!
Oh my god! No, you bitch!
No!
That's it!
No!
I win!
Nick, you're going to the top and you're staying here all night.
I'm gonna be putting everyone's channels in the description who was in this video, so please go check them out and show them some love.
Oh my god.
For one, just being good people, and two, not ending up like Nick.
What?
I'll see you tomorrow, man!
Oh my god, okay.
Now, while Nick enjoys his bed for the night up in the air, it was time to move on to the weirdest bed I've ever built.
I'm gonna be turning my bed into a secret fish tank. Let me explain.
The other day I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw the most insane fish tanks in people's houses. And the first thing I thought was,
I need one of these.
but in the house we are renting, we are not allowed to have any pets.
So I'm gonna put a secret fish tank right here under my bed. And to put it to the test, I'm gonna bring the landlord over and see if he even notices it's there. Wish me luck.
Now, with only 8 hours to pull this off, I went to ask my best friend Nick this.
Nick, I have to ask you a question. You want me to help you turn your bed into a secret fish tank?
Yep.
So I was doing some research, and these things are way more expensive than I ever imagined. They range anywhere from $1,000 to $100,000. So I'm gonna have to build one. And I think I have the perfect idea. Lucky for me, I turned my bed into a swimming pool not too long ago, and I just realized that this would make the perfect fish tank. The only problem is we took this entire bed apart, so now we're gonna have to put the entire thing back together.
Can't believe we're about to do this again.
I know.
Oh god. I'm so strong. Go!
And after spending about 30 minutes clearing out the room,
That was way better than last. Why don't we just put tarps that flood the room?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
now it was time to rebuild the bed frame.
This time we need it right the first time, right?
Yeah, I don't see any realm where we don't get it first time. We got a problem.
I thought we said no problems, Drew.
I know. I have no idea which hole these went into. I don't even know what's the top or the bottom.
So after figuring out which pieces went where, it was finally time to start drilling it all together.
Call me Bob the Builder.
Hey, Bob the Builder.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And after around 20 minutes, the bed frame was done.
Not bad. Perfect.
And nothing went wrong.
And after getting the whole frame built, it was time to move the aquarium into the bed frame.
it's a tiny problem. The aquarium will not fit through that door. So we're gonna have to take it around the house and try to bring it through this other door here.
From the hands of a god, I am a monolith. Born in the heart of the fire that rolls out of it.
So it started to break in a couple different places. So now we're gonna have to hopefully fix this.
To the sun, I'm still here, yeah. Diamonds under the tail.
This looks so crazy. I guess it's time to try to fill this thing with water.
Don't ever smell a shower hose.
Go for it. There it is. Oh man. I really hope this thing doesn't tear and go everywhere. Only thing I'm worried about is this valve right here. We won't know if this thing's gonna leak or not until the water gets past that valve. There it goes. I'm not seeing anything, almost halfway full.
True. I am so happy I wasn't here last time because this is a stupid idea. Oh my.
Trust the process.
And after around an hour, the fish tank was finally filled with water.
Holy cow. Now I guess it's time we turn it into a fish tank.
So I went on Amazon and found a whole bunch of things I can put inside of this fish tank.
So the first thing I obviously need is a fish. But since I'm way too irresponsible to take care of a real fish, I am gonna get these electric ones. I also told myself if I ever got a fish tank, I would fill it with the entire bikini bottom. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Are you actually typing anything?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the longest word I've ever heard.
So after ordering every part of Bikini Bottom and paying extra for same-day delivery, I went to a real aquarium store to pick up the rest of the supplies I needed that I couldn't find online.
We'll get some of these rocks and put them inside there. This is heavy. $200 in rocks.
Wow.
All right, we got the rocks. Now we need plants and lights. One of these. $250.
Wow.
We're deep on this video.
By the time we got back from the aquarium stores, Amazon delivered the rest of the supplies we needed.
Oh my God.
So after getting everything we needed and unboxing our packages, it was time to turn this aquarium into a real fish tank because the landlord was gonna be showing up in 3 hours.
Oh. The landlord doesn't see that. Oh, look at that bad.
Start me up, give me
Breathing.
Or now I see why people get addicted to making aquariums. Why is this actually so fun? Oh, that's cool. That's a big question. Where do I make Bikini Bottom? Fish. Whoa. These are real fish, it looks like. This looks like a real fish tank.
Now, as crazy as this was to see this enormous fish tank come to life, it ended up taking way longer than I thought because before I knew it, we had 1 hour until the landlord arrived.
All right. The only thing left to do is swim in it. It's been my life's dream to see Bikini Bottom underwater. All right.
Pop a bottle, about to make it rain. Let me give you something now to celebrate. Come on.
How crazy does this look?
Bro, it looks like you're a giant fish in an aquarium too small for myself.
I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good.
Wait, what is that? Is it not real?
No.
You look like so stupid.
I look like a 10-year-old kid.
Can we have a date in here?
Sure.
You not look like that though.
What's wrong with how I look?
Everything.
All right. We have around 45 minutes until the landlord shows up, and I'm still soaking wet. So now we gotta put this room back together. Make it look like a bed.
So we covered up the entire fish tank with blankets and pillows and made it look like a real bed.
The room is back together. It's time to see what it looks like.
Hit it. Yo. That's crazy looking.
Bro, I haven't seen it yet. What's it look like?
Bro, you do not understand what I'm looking at right now.
Bro, we did it!
That looks so thick.
Tell me this doesn't look like one of those crazy ones you see online and you're like, I wish I had that.
Took waterbed to a whole new level.
So the landlord is gonna be walking through the entire house to make sure everything is good so we can renew our lease. So hopefully he doesn't notice anything too out of the ordinary, like a fish tank under the bed.
Okay, the landlord just parked now.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
My heart was racing as the landlord was walking, examining every fine detail.
It's like some smudging on the wall there.
But I'm literally putting my house on the line for you guys, so it would mean a lot if you would hit that subscribe button.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
And finally, this was the moment I had been waiting for. It was time to go into the room and see if he notices my secret fish tank.
One of our favorite rooms.
It's bright.
Right?
Wow. I honestly didn't think it would be that easy.
Good seeing you.
I just feel so good, good.
So I just successfully built a fish tank under my bed without my landlord noticing. I just really hope he doesn't watch this video. Oh well.
If you guys enjoyed all these weird beds I've built, comment down below what I should turn my bed into next. And while you do that, I'm gonna relax on my fish tank bed.